Auston Matthews, at the end of his current contract, if he became a free agent, would be 27. If he signs even a short-term deal with Toronto, and there's been a lot of talk about that, and we had some people telling us that was the idea a while ago, that he was going to sign not a max contract, but something 3-4 years. We'll see. Even if he signs for 3 or 4 years and then becomes a free agent, and if you still believe, and there are people who believe, people that know Auston Matthews well, that believe that he is intrigued by the idea of playing in Arizona, should the Coyotes go after him at that point? If he is, say he's coming into free agency at age 31, are you looking at signing Auston Matthews to a long contract at that point? Is this just a marketing thing? Because how effective is he well into that contract?
Yes. 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 And part of there's two things you want to do when you own a sports franchise. You want to win and you want to sell tickets. Auston Matthews in Arizona is going to sell tickets. I don't care if he's 31, 35, 40. He's going to sell tickets. So will he get the 7 years here? I don't know. It depends what he does from 27 to 31.
Yeah.
But the answer to the question, yes.
Man, I'd be very careful with the terms still, because we hear so much about how this team has to be responsible.
I said they should have limited the terms of contracts years ago. I've argued with every GM that's ever been through here that you should never sign anybody more than 6 years. And I don't care if it's Sidney Crosby or Alexander Ovechkin. That's what I believe. Because by year 7 or 8, you're going to hate the contract. No, on anybody, any player, because you're starting to, the landscape changes so much.
Yeah.
And you can sour on players like that. So yeah, I don't love the term. If the GM that signs that contract to Auston Matthews for 7 years here in Arizona won't be there when he's done in 7 years. So who cares? Get him signed, get him locked up, do the best you can for 4 years, make a run at the cup, sell as many Auston Matthews Kachina jerseys as you can, and let her go. Because you're going to end up at your cottage in Ontario at the end of it anyway. So just let her rip. Send it.
I'd love to cover it. Just asking the question, just playing devil's advocate for what it looks like at the end of that contract.
Plus, I'm just sitting here talking about it, and I actually have to sign it.
Steven says no. Nicholas said Matthews will play for the Coyotes at some point. Hard to say when, but he will. Tim said Matthews will sign a 3 to 4 year deal. Heard it here first. And then Steven said, go after McDavid.
I think the biggest key to getting Matthews here, he needs to win a cup. If he can win a cup with the Toronto Maple Leafs, let's say they win this year. I keep saying this to people, like, it is about the money. And I know every day it's not about the money, it is about the money. Dude's made enough money.
Yeah.
Right? So check money off your list. At some point, Craig, and this goes for the four of us sitting here right now, right? Where I live matters to me. It matters to me. And I don't make $10, $11 million a year, but it matters to me. If I can go play a game in my hometown, in a place I want to be with my friends and family.
He loves it here.
And what, you're going to pay me $500,000 to $1 million less? Put it in the terms of me, so that's $20-$30 difference. Buddy, you stay here. Do I turn down jobs because there are cities I don't want to go to? Absolutely there are. So people go, oh, he'll never play here. Bullshit. It's a great place to live. His friends and family are here if he has won a cup, because guys want to win. He'll have enough money. So don't ever say never for Auston Matthews in Arizona.
I'm really intrigued by what's going to happen here now that Shane Doan's there. And I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh, they brought him in just for that. No, they didn't.
No.
He and Brad Treliving go way back. They're such good friends. There's such a mutual respect. Brad hired him for his mind. That's why he's in Toronto. Is it a nice side dish that Auston Matthews was basically living in his house? He's good friends with Josh Doan. Yeah, that helps a lot, because I'm sure Toronto wants to sign him more than 3 years. I'm sure they'd like to lock him up
for sure
to a long-term deal. And then if they do, like, now we're talking about okay, do you bring Auston Matthews in at 34 or 35? Yeah. I am far more skeptical of that one for selling tickets. I think that's a mistake.
At 34 or 35?
Yes. Yeah.
You know who won't have to worry about that?
Bill Armstrong.
Me and you.
I hope Bill Armstrong gets, you never know. Like you talk about, it's crazy the longevity of executives and coaches in this league.